times before. Like, how do you kind of approach? Are they any different? They might have some different people, but are they basically the same?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same moving parts always. They've kind of switched up some of their stuff. New OC, new tight ends coach, I believe, is what it was. I might be getting that mixed up. But, for the most part, it's pretty much the same. Obviously, they have people like Cooper Kupp that can run, 10 million different routes during a game, depending on what leverage is, what coverage we're in. But for the most part, I think they're doing a lot of the same stuff. Matthew Stafford's always been a great quarterback, checking stuff at the line, seeing things, getting to things that he likes to get to based off what we're giving him. They've always been a team that's been kind of like I believe they call it like a check with me. You know what I mean? So we'll present them something. They're going to do their thing, and they'll be running something completely new 5 seconds later. So, that's them in a nutshell. Been playing them for a while now. I'm excited to play them again.
How's your eye?
It's good. It's red, ugly. Yeah, for the most part.
Where are you in your role change at this point? 5 weeks in, full preseason. I mean, is it you're just out there reacting?
No different than what it was last year. Just trying to get better every day. It's a new role. Just trying to come accustomed to things. Get always taking in new information. Not thinking I'm good at where I'm at. Just trying to do new things every day. I get presented with new stuff, new things we're working on. New techniques, working on the arsenal, depending on, what the tackle's giving us this week, what's the guard giving us, what's the center, what's their protection plan, what we think their protection plan is going to be. So just working on that, just trying to take it day by day, go in, watch the film with, Rob and all them, and just listen to what they have to say to me.
How much do you enjoy this defensive scheme?
I really enjoy it, actually. Yeah, it lets guys play free. Like I said a long time ago, as long as within our pass rush room and within the defense, as long as you stay within the confines of the defense, you can be all right and do your own thing. But you have to just stay within the integrity of the defense. A lot of them are black and white, to where it's this way or the highway. They allow you to do some things to make plays, to be able to do things that you're able and your body's able to do, rather than someone like from me to Dennis, we're two different body types. We're not doing the same thing, so they allow us to do different things when we're out there.
How about the different multiple sets that you sometimes line up in? It's not uncommon, obviously, but how much creative is that?
Yeah, it's more for it's a numbers game. Football comes into numbers. If there's 5 guys over here and 3 guys over here, and they go and they're going to a run, they're going to run to the 3-person side. It's all a numbers game when it comes down to the end of it. So half the time you split the defense in half, and when they're making those checks, if it's a run check, they're going to the light side, or if it's just how it is. If it's a shell, or if it's I know I'm just kind of speaking French to some of you guys here, but it's nice, all the things we do.
You faced some pretty good running backs in previous weeks. Mm-hmm. Rams certainly aren't known for that aspect of the game. How much does that, if any, change the defense's approach going in?
It's the league. Everyone's good. Everyone's out there for a reason. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's some guys that are pretty special in the running back position, like Christian McCaffrey. Obviously, we played him. But it's the league. Every guy's good. You can't take credit away from no guy. Do I think they pass the ball a lot and do that quite a bit? Yeah, I think they do. You just got to take it day by day. I think our run defense has been good. It can be better for sure. That's about it.
I know he's not on the active roster yet, but obviously MyJ was back in practice today. You guys have a lot of guys in your room that have been playing, and then to potentially add someone back to the mix, like at some point, is somebody going to be, can you fit all these people in a rotation, or is it somebody's going to have to take a step back, I would assume, at some point?
That's above my pay grade. I just go out there and do what I'm told and see the sets and where they're presented to us each week. Obviously, when you have, having a bunch of guys that are able to do a lot of things is not a bad thing. The more you're able to do for the team. Jesse Luchetto was a guy who played fullback and played defense and played all this stuff. The more you can do for the team. He's a great player for us. Majay's an unreal pass rusher, bendy, fast, quick movements. It could be a week-to-week thing. What's your role this week? Can this tackle move well? Can this guard move well? Do we want, is he lighter and he can move faster, so we want a bigger guy to kind of bully him around? Or is it what am I thinking? If it's a slower guy, a bigger, stronger guy, we want quick moves. We can't go power through him. He's too strong. So it's kind of having the arsenal, That's kind of what we do.
Zaven, you were mic'd up this week. I'm just curious, when you are mic'd up, do you find yourself being more talkative? Are you more conservative? Are you talking with guys more?
I don't talk that much during the game. I really don't. I don't really talk much. I guess people would call it crap. I don't try and talk crap to anyone. I'm too tired most of the time. I like to talk crap, especially when I was calling it last year. But I do find myself talking more now that I don't have to carry the responsibility of calling the defense. With wearing the mic, I just told guys like I'm wearing it, and then I didn't really say much after that, other than talking to Dennis on the sideline.
Are you making a formal request that future interceptions not running all the way down the field because you said you were so tired?
Oh yeah, I was running next to KY, and KY was like halfway down there. He's like, "Bro, dog, I'm tired." And I was like, "I am too. Let's run to the sideline." So we ran to the sideline, and Dennis was like, "That looks so exhausting." I was like, "I just told KY that." I said, "You play a 10-play drive or 5-play drive, and then get out there and it's tiring. Yeah, run down the field."
You mentioned liking this defense. Certainly last year played a lot of snaps. This year with the rotations, probably not as many. Is that tough to deal with, or you just know that's just the way it is?
That's just the way it is. Honestly, too, my body type has changed too. Last year I was probably playing around 258 to 260. This year I'm playing at a probably a little bit I am playing at a heavier weight than that, so I can't go as much as as long as I used to be able to go. Was I as strong as then as I am now? I'm not. You know what I mean? I don't think I have as much power, or I didn't have as much power then as I do now. So I kind of don't mind taking being able to come off for a little bit and then being out there when I'm fresh. I really enjoy that.
Is there a fun part to that diet compared to where you were previous season?
No, I wouldn't say. I don't think that I've never been someone that's like a super picky eater. Some guys are very picky. Obviously, trying to eat healthy 24/7. But no, not too much.
Are you adding weight during the season, or are you kind of staying at this?
No, you just stay at the same level. But from off season, I probably played at 258, 262, and then now I'm like at 270.
That feel any differently in your body? I mean, that's
Yeah, on like long drives. I used to play 12-play drives, still be fine. I get around 10-play drives now. It's like, holy shit. Yeah, and it's just like that's the thing. You know what I mean? That's why D linemen are always changing it out. You can't put a D lineman like some of those guys. They're like, why are they coming out? It's like, well, damn guys, it's 13-play drive, 12-play drive. We're making them drive the whole field. They need a breath. So that's just part of the game. It is.
Considering all the injuries that have happened on the defensive side of the ball, a lot of guys had to be put in positions, and there's a lot more snaps than they probably would have had. What do you think that says about this defense as a whole?
You got to be. It's the NFL. You got to be ready when your number's called. You can't go out. You can't. It can happen at any time. It could be in the middle of the game, and we're trying to run a game plan. You got to stick with the game plan. You can't abandon it because one guy gets injured. You have to have backups to be ready to step in and say, "Oh, I can play this role. I can play it at a high level, and I know what to do." If you don't know what to do, you have to abandon the whole game plan. So that's the thing. A lot of the guys in our defense pride themselves on being smart, which I think they are, and they play hard. So that's awesome. I think Dante Steele's doing a good job. He's working every day, and obviously we had some injuries up front, but those guys we've all had positive mindsets about it. You just got to get in and get the job done.
How is BJ coming along, and what do you like about his game?
I love BJ. BJ's coming along very well. He's always eager to learn. We stay after, we watch film. That's what took me so long today. I was out there with him. But we stay after, watch film, and just understanding the league is a lot. It's very complex. It's hard. It's a mental game, but you have to slow things down. I tell him you have to make things simple for yourself, and so that's what I had to do. And so you have to understand things that maybe the coach can't, sometimes say, or what, people are saying, because it doesn't make sense to you in your brain. So you have to figure out ways to do that. So we've been going over that, and he's coming a long ways. He's doing well. He's getting comfortable with where he's at and how this defense operates and the system he's in. So I think he's going to be a great player for sure. I'm ready. Obviously everyone's ready to see him, and he's coming along so well.
In terms of the long drives, there's been several of them, including 2 real long ones in the last 2 games late in the game. Has there been an emphasis on that in the meetings and on the field this week, and trying to figure out a way to get a team off the field?
That's going to happen. Obviously you don't want to give them the entire. That's one of the things that that is sometimes a pet peeve, or not a pet peeve, but it's like, damn, you let a team go all the way down the field, you get them into the kind of the red zone, and you stop them, they get 3 points, right? It feels like almost like you're starting to play defense once you get in the red zone. Once they've already guaranteed 3 points, basically, is what you call it. I call that Murphy's Law. They can get 3, but they don't give them 7 once they're in that red zone area. But you play really good defense early on and kind of stay out of that situation. Yeah, it's going to happen. Yeah, you're going to be in big drives, but as long as you get out of it without giving up 7, I think that's pretty good.
Do you credit anybody for your sack dance that just come to you, or is there?
I've been doing that for a while. You guys didn't get to see it first 2 years because I didn't really be in the backfield that much. But I did that in college a little bit. It came from when we played Oklahoma State and they were the Cowboys. I was trying to make fun of them.